Congratulations on deciding to make the jump into the game of online marketing. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the 9 components of having an online presence and hopefully get you excited enough to take the next step, which would be to listen to the 25-minute presentation explaining a little bit more in depth 2 of the platforms. So let's get started. Here is a visual representation of the 9 platforms of having an online presence. Each platform or group of platforms is represented by a cog or a wheel. And what you're looking at is a laminated planning poster that I use with my clients. It's laminated because you're going to have multiple meetings to strategize about your approach, and as your education about marketing online matures, so is your strategy. But let's just start with the beginning. You're looking at the website, which you've heard of, Facebook, which you've heard of, YouTube, which has videos, of course, LinkedIn, Twitter, and a blog, which is sometimes housed on your website. There's also groups of platforms like events and meetups, which is really important if you want to get hyper-local with your demographics, which is especially important, of course, with brick-and-mortar businesses. And there's also daily deals and check-ins, which isn't appropriate for all industries, but some businesses seem to do quite well with offering online coupons. And then finally, you have your online directories and review websites. Reviews are extremely important now, and some consumers value peer reviews more heavily than commercials or advertisements. That's sponsored by the company, of course. So as you can see, this is a pretty comprehensive look at all of the components that comprise being online. Now, we're not talking about tools yet. We're not talking about pay-per-click campaigns such as Google AdWords or Facebook ads. We're not talking about SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. We're not talking about some of these tools that will supercharge the platforms that you're using. We're just starting with the basics so that you can get your arms around what the components of just being online are in the first place. If I've piqued your interest about jumping into the game of online marketing and you're ready to take the next step, then I recommend you sign up with your email to receive a free 25-minute presentation going into more depth about the platforms that I've just touched on. Specifically, I'll be explaining the importance of the 3rd most viewed website in the world, YouTube. And I don't care what industry you're in, YouTube is very exciting. And I'll also go into a little more depth with the online directories and review websites, because the reviews are becoming more critical even than TV commercials or radio ads, because consumers are more likely to listen to their peers than to a message that you've controlled and decided what to tell them. So if you're ready to take the next step, you're ready to jump in the game, then sign up with your email address and listen to the 25-minute presentation, and let's get started.